Right, so Novic helmets. Couldn't find anything on the internet. Couldn't find anything on YouTube. No fucking idea. Anyway, it's a basic 89 quid helmet. It does, however, have... The nice thing about getting a cheap helmet is that you're getting the technology from expensive helmets from 5 years ago. So you've got a sun visor. Nice and legal. You've also got these little pins. These are for a pinlock anti-fog visor, which I'm going to try to install. No idea how to actually take the visor off yet. The instructions are written in different languages and translated into English, back to the language, and back to English, which means it's really fucking like worse than Yoda. So, and everything is so small, even my magnifying glasses is a fuck it, I am not going to risk breaking it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a quick wipe down. Brand new yesterday, but I was in a storm, it's like fucking hail, thunder, lightning, lions, tigers and bears. I'm going to give it a quick clean, just literally spit and polish, saliva and tissue. And then I'm going to attach the pinlock anti-fog visor. You don't need to use expensive cleaners. There's spit. Spit has been used for anti-fogging and cleaning for thousands of years. Ask anyone who ever goes diving how they keep the diving mask from fogging up. Saliva, because it leaves an invisible layer of protection. If you huff on it, that will show you if there's any bits that need to be cleaned. You can also huff on the tissue. These pinlock things are supposed to be reusable, so if you do find yourself with a blemish on the inside, you can always take it off and do it again. Another video about dust. Right, okay. This is the pinlock visor. It's a little double glazing asset. Now, stupidly, they've got a protective layer on the bit that you have access to when it's in use, but not on the bit that is going to be inaccessible as a double layer. Let me give that a quick wipe. If you huff on something, you'll see if there's any blemishes that need to be cleaned. Now, the way it works is you basically bend your visor a little bit so it fits. And it wedges in, hooks on to these hooks. And this little ridge, which is a really cheap fucking thing, because you've got blobs on it. So it's not quality, it's just cheap shit. But, theory, I'm leaving that plastic on until after it goes in. In theory, that should give you some kind of anti-fogging protection. I'm not going to force the visor, because if you do, it can warp. Right, that is fucking weird. See, I was expecting it to be bigger on the visor. You can see that one. But yeah. Where's that? So I'm leaving on that protective coating so you can actually see where it is, which is a kind of weird position. I'm more concerned that this bottom ridge might actually impair my vision. Okay, so I put this thing back together. You put it back together, turn it so it's lined up. You line up the notches, push it on, line this thing up, put it in, turn it so it locks. There's not much of a seal here on top of the visor. Now I didn't get any rain coming in when I was riding, and it was torrential fucking rain. I had to hide under a bridge at one point, but crack the visor open a little bit and it floods big time. And you also get rain coming in through the top vents. It was really pissing down. Yeah, it doesn't fit tight, so it's better than where the seal actually fits. It does the job, but it doesn't fit here, so it's coming up. I'm at room temperature. If you're outside and it's cold, it's going to be a much more drastic steaming up. So I mean, there was something in the instructions about flexing it to get the fit, and no, if it's not going to fit now, it's not going to fit. It's not a suction cup, it's just the pressure against it. So it's not actually fitting this helmet. Maybe if it was a different helmet, who knows. So it was free, so I'm not going to ask for a refund. The pin lock came with the helmet. So fuck it, it's a freebie. I can always take it out. This is going to be an issue, this line. You can tell that's designed by people who drive cars and by people who only ride bikes in nice weather. Because most people who ride bikes in bad weather have the visor cracked open just to let the air in, let the steam out, but it doesn't mist up too much. That line is going to be right in your line of vision. So I'll try it, but I doubt I'm going to keep it. Right, I'm going to try and flex it, basically bending the visor backwards and forwards. Taking it off this side, and it's what they say to do is flex it by doing this to get it to fit, which is making absolutely no fucking difference whatsoever, because it's supposed to fit there. No, it doesn't fit, it's too short. So basically they either don't make one that fits the visor, or they just didn't give a shit. Visors are generally a standard size. This does not fit my visor. There is actually a gap. I mean a substantial gap. So it's not a case of anything you do to this it's going to make it fit. It just won't do it. So I don't know, maybe if you had a different crash helmet, one they actually list, because there's a list on the Pinlock website of people they support or their supporters. So I'm assuming it's crash helmets they actually do fit. Mine is not listed. So I'll leave it in and see how it goes, but it's not so much a demisting issue, it's the fact that this line here, it can be right in my eyesight when the visor's open slightly. I've got asthma. I've been riding bikes for over a third of a century. So yeah, I need to have my fresh air. I need my breeze. If I want to be cut off from the elements, I get a fucking car, which I've managed to avoid doing for the past few decades. So yeah, Pinlock. If you can get one that fits your helmet, then go for it. It depends how much they're going to charge for them. That's going to be the issue.
More energy. Bye bye.